can you get us started by sharing a little bit about the trend that you think we should all be watching next year?
Emma, the trend I want to share for 2025 is AI's impact on consumer search behavior. So, this is a topic we've been thinking a lot about in relation to our direct to consumer annuity product and its digital marketing program. But don't tune out if you're an agent or, a carrier that doesn't sell direct to consumer. Digital marketing is definitely relevant for everyone. And as an example here, I'll use search page results. So many popular browsers like Chrome have incorporated new AI components into the search page results, which means even a top placed paid search ad will be much farther down in the results. These new AI components can take up to 25% of the search results page. So it's really important for us to focus on our content and our organic performance. If you understand your search demand and can write good quality content in response to it, you'll find yourself back in components like AI answers and back at that top spot in the page. There's so much more to think about here than we have time to discuss. But one more thing I think is really important to add is that these are trends that I'm excited to be responsive to. I think that consumer education, especially in insurance, is critical. So when we have this increased focus on content and being relevant, being responsive, and having high quality content, I think that's definitely a win-win for everybody.
Well, obviously my heart goes towards education and content,
I
probably.
thought that might excite you. Yeah.
Yeah, at the top of the list. I guess one question that I have for you, and I again want to encourage everybody chiming in. There's lots of excitement about Santa, but of course, also include any questions that you guys have for the guests as I'm going along here. But from your perspective, what are some of the biggest questions that consumers are looking for answers for with the type of content that you guys have created?
Two things. We have consumers searching for best rate, right? So these are consumers that already know what an annuity is, how it might fit into their retirement portfolio, and they're just trying to find the very best rate that they can find. So that one's an easy win, right? We need to make sure that our rate information is readily available. But we also have on the other end of the spectrum consumers who are searching for what is an annuity. And then how do I use an annuity in my retirement portfolio? So there's really a lot of interest in understanding where that fits into the overall plan for retirement from a consumer perspective.
Well, and you just hit on something that we've talked a lot about. And like from my perspective, when I talk about educational content, starting at level 101,
Yep.
what is an annuity? Some people will zoom right past that kind of content. But when you've got a buyer that's trying to become more educated and figure out exactly what the landscape looks like, they need that 101 lesson all the way up to whatever other level you want to teach them to. So I love that you brought that up because I think that's such an important point to make.
100%. And I think it's important to remember that while we want to start back at that 101 phase and really take consumers on the entire journey from an educational perspective, that it's just as important to have a focused voice. So when a consumer Googles what is an annuity, if I come back to them with every type of annuity that exists and a little bit of information on it, they will drown. And so for us, because we sell a fixed annuity product, it's important for us to keep a clear voice around that product so that it's palatable to the consumers that are searching for information.